Hi Megan, I'm
Hi.
Shivan. I'm going to be a PA student for you today.
Sounds good.
I'm just going to ask you a few questions before we get into it.
Yeah.
What are your initials?
MH,
Your date of birth?
6/11/65.
Okay. So what brings you in today?
So I have been having shortness of breath when I'm exercising, and I usually don't have this, but it's been going on for about a week now. I usually go on runs after work every day, and it's just progressively getting harder and harder to breathe.
Okay, gotcha. I'm going to just ask some questions just to get to know you,
Yeah.
and then we'll get into your issue.
Sounds good.
So how old are you?
I'm 56,
What race do you identify as?
Caucasian.
What gender do you identify as?
Female.
Beginning workout. Pausing workout.
Do you work or are you at school?
Yeah, I work as a chemistry teacher.
Are you on, do you have any significant medical conditions?
I have hypertension, and then I get migraines a lot as well.
How long have you had hypertension?
About 6 years, I think.
And what about the migraines?
I probably have had migraines for about 10 years.
How's your general health been prior to the shortness of breath?
I would say pretty good, yeah. I'm really active, really I work out a lot and eat pretty well, so.
Okay, good. What's your marital status?
I'm married.
Okay. And have you had any other previous visits or admissions to hospital in the past 6 months?
No, not recently, no.
So when did the shortness of breath begin? You said a week ago?
Yeah,
Okay.
a week.
Was it sudden or gradual?
It was kind of gradual. It just kind of started out of nowhere and then just progressively keeps getting worse.
Okay. And when you do have it, how long does it last?
It probably lasts for maybe an hour after I work out.
So they begin only when you're working out?
Yeah, they start when I work out and then they'll last for an hour after. It also kind of bothers me when I'm laying down
Okay.
and that type of thing. But
Okay. So, is there anything that you do that makes it better?
when I sit up or if I walk around,
Okay.
it definitely feels better.
And laying down what makes it worse? Anything
Yeah.
else make it worse?
No, not really.
Has anything changed in the course of your symptoms?
I've just been short of breath, kind of, and then I also have a lot of fatigue, kind of my heart races a little bit more than usual.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been coughing a lot too.
And do you have any other symptoms other than coughing, fatigue?
My feet are a little swollen, which is pretty non-characteristic of me, but.
Okay. And has this ever happened before?
No, just when I was pregnant, but that's about it.
How would you describe if there's any pain? Would you say you have pain?
I would say it's kind of a tightening in my chest, and I feel I'm kind of gasping for air a little bit.
And does it radiate to any other places?
No, it's just in my chest.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst pain you've ever felt, how would you rate this pain?
I would say now it's at an 8. It was
Oh, wow.
probably at a 5, and then just got progressively worse.
Okay. So now I'm just going to ask you some more questions about this.
Yeah.
So since this is a respiratory issue, I'm just going to ask you some more issues about that. Have you had a persistent cough?
Yeah.
Do you have any sputum?
No.
Have you had any wheezing?
Not really, no.
Have you had any pain when you're taking deep breaths?
No.
When was your last chest x-ray?
Maybe, I don't know, it was probably a couple years ago. Maybe.
Do you have any asthma complications?
No.
Have you ever had bronchitis?
Not that I can recall.
Have you had pneumonia?
No.
Have you had emphysema? Have you had TB?
No.
Okay. So regarding your cough, when did that start? Is that just with the shortness of breath?
Yeah, it started when the shortness of breath did.
Okay. And you only have that when you're exercising as well, or do you have it other times?
Exercising, and then when I'm laying down, I have a little bit of a cough too.
Okay. Has the cough changed during the course of anything?
Not really. It's a little bit worse when I'm like exercising.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Is it painful when you cough?
A little bit. It's just like more like annoying.
Okay. And does that travel anywhere else?
No.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how painful would you say that is?
Probably like a 3.
Okay. And is this cough more persistent during a certain time of day or a certain season?
I would say like at the end of the day, because that's like when I'm exercising and like laying down.
Okay.
So probably more towards the end of the day.
Alright, thank you. Now I'm just going to ask you about medications. So do you take any prescribed medications, non-prescribed, vitamins, herbal supplements?
I take Diurol for my hypertension.
Okay. And what's the dosage?
It's 500 milligrams.
How do you take that? Is it orally?
Yeah, I take 1 tablet a day orally.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I also take Cafragot for my migraines.
And how many milligrams is that?
I take 2 of the tablets, and it's just like when I need it.
Do you know the dosage of that?
I'm not sure.
You don't know. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's
Any
everything.
oral contraceptives?
No.
No. Okay. Do you have any allergies to medications, foods, insects?
No, I have no allergies.
Okay. Specifically any latex or iodine?
No.
Okay. So regarding your health as a child, how would you describe it?
I had a couple like ear infections when I was like 6, and I had like tubes in my ear.
Okay.
I was pretty much healthy as a kid, so that was about it.
Okay. So you were 6, and then when did those infections like start to go away?
Probably it was like kind of quickly after I had the tubes, and maybe like 7 or 8.
Okay. I'm just going to ask you about some infections if you had these as a child. Measles, mumps, rubella, chickenpox,
No.
whooping cough, rheumatic fever, scarlet fever,
No.
polio, diphtheria.
No.
Any psychiatric disorders?
No.
Okay. Now, as an adult, have you had any illnesses?
Just the hypertension.
And when did you get diagnosed with
6 years ago, so when I was like 50.
that? Okay. And do you have any treatment for that?
Yeah, just the medication with the Diurol.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I just have the migraines, but it's not really a
And you
disease.
just
But
take medications?
yeah, what I
Okay.
needed.
And when did those start?
Probably around like 10
Okay.
years ago.
Have you had diabetes?
No.
Hepatitis?
No.
HIV? COPD or asthma? Thyroid disease? Coronary disease?
No.
Cancer? Kidney disease? Blood
No.
clots?
No.
Okay. Have you had any accidents or injuries?
No.
Any hospitalizations?
No hospitalizations. No.
No surgeries?
Oh, I just had a tubal litigation. I got my
Okay.
tubes tied, so that was in like 2002.
Do you know which hospital that was in?
Paoli.
Do you know this? Do you have any complications?
No,
Yeah.
everything went really smoothly with
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Do you have a history of mental illness?
No.
Have you contact with psychiatric services? No. Have you ever self-harmed?
Nope.
Okay. At what age did you get your first period?
I got my first period when I was 13.
How often and how long is your typical menstrual cycle?
It's probably every month,
Okay.
and it's probably like 3 days.
And how heavy is your typical flow?
It's pretty late.
When was your last menstrual cycle?
A month ago.
Have you started to enter menopause at all?
I think I'm like headed there. Yeah,
Okay.
like I think I'm kind of like starting it, but
Have you ever experienced an absence of your period?
no.
Any painful periods? When did you have your last pap smear?
I think it was last August, so like a month ago.
Any abnormalities with that?
No.
Do you have a history of STIs?
No.
How many pregnancies have you had?
Just 2.
And were they both full term?
Yeah, they were both full term.
Okay, so neither of them were premature?
No.
You've never had an abortion? Okay. And both of those children are living?
Yes, they are.
Have you had any of the following immunizations? Tetanus?
Yes.
Do you know when?
I'm not sure when. No.
Okay. Pertussis?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Yes. Do you know when?
I don't know. It's probably on
Okay.
my like immunization record, but
Okay. Diphtheria?
oh yeah.
Polio? MMR? Influenza? Have you had that one this year?
Not yet. No.
Varicella? Hepatitis?
Yeah.
Haemophilus influenza B?
Yeah.
Pneumococci?
Yes.
Herpes zoster? Meningococcal?
Mhm.
And HPV?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had a TB test ever?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Do you know when?
Like 2 months ago.
Okay. And were there any atypical findings with that?
No.
What about HPV screenings?
Yeah.
Do you know when that was?
Probably like a month ago when I went in for my visit.
Okay. And any atypical findings with that?
No.
What about a mammogram?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know when and any atypical findings?
I went in for my mammogram probably like 2 months ago, and there were no atypical findings.
Okay. Have you ever had a fecal oculate blood stool test?
No.
A colonoscopy?
Yeah.
Do you know when that was?
It was a year ago.
Okay. And any atypical findings?
They just found some polyps, but they said they were benign, so that's about it.
Have you had a cholesterol test?
Yeah.
And when was that?
I get those annually, so it was probably like 3 months ago or something like that.
Okay. Any atypical findings?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to ask you some specific conditions that are common to run in families. If you can think of any family members, grandparents, parents, aunt, uncles, children,
Yeah.
grandchildren that have a history of these illness or a present illness, let me know. So headaches.
Yeah, my brother, he gets headaches as well, and then my one daughter. They're like migraines more of though.
Okay. Seizure disorders. Stroke. Mental illness.
My one daughter has mental illness.
Suicide.
No.
Substance abuse. Thyroid disease.
No.
Coronary artery disease.
No.
Hypertension.
Yeah, my mom and brother both have hypertension.
Elevated cholesterol levels. Diabetes. Asthma or lung disease.
No.
Tuberculosis. Renal disease.
No.
Arthritis.
No.
Allergies.
None like no
Okay.
current ones.
Do any of them have a shortness of breath?
I think my mom does sometimes, but
Okay. Cancer, specifically ovarian, breast, prostate, colon, or lung. No. Any genetically transmitted diseases?
No.
No. Okay.
but my mom and brother both also have like heart disease.
Okay.
So it's probably
So can you tell me a little bit about your mom? How old is she?
My mom is 82.
And could you just tell me about them, anything else, like specifically about the diseases that I mentioned?
She has hypertension, and then also heart disease. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I think it's something like with her valves or something like that.
Okay.
But that's also like what my brother has too. So.
Okay. Is she still living?
Yes, she is.
Okay. And so with your brother, how old is he?
53.
Okay. And he's still living?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me more about him and the illnesses?
I think his is the same as my mom's.
Okay.
So.
And then about your daughter, so she has mental illnesses and she gets headaches.
The one has mental illnesses, the other one has migraines.
Okay,
Yep.
gotcha. So which one has the mental illness?
She's 28,
Okay.
and then the other one, she's 30, and she
Okay.
has the migraines.
Could you tell me more about the mental illness of your 20-year-old?
She has depression, so she like goes to a therapist about that, and I believe she's on medication. I'm not exactly sure what exactly.
Are there any other conditions that come to mind that I have not mentioned?
No.
Okay. So I'm just going to go over some of your social history. Where were you born?
Westchester, PA.
Okay. What was your childhood like in general?
It was good. Mom and dad both at home, and yeah, it was good. Yeah.
What's your highest level of education?
I graduated from Westchester University.
Okay. And you work as a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been exposed to any hazardous toxins in previous jobs?
Not really. No.
Have you had any previous occupations?
No, just teacher.
Okay. Do you plan to retire soon or in the far future?
Yeah, maybe like in 5-10 years. Not exactly too sure on that timeline yet.
Okay. So just tell me a little bit about your home.
So yeah, it's me and my husband at home now, and then my 2 kids moved out. But it's just the 2 of us, and yeah, we're happy.
Okay.
It's good home life.
How many steps and levels of your house do you have? Approximately?
We have 3 levels, and there's probably 12 steps on each staircase. So it's 2 staircases.
Okay. Do you feel safe at home?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any pets?
Yeah, we have a cat.
Okay. How do you transport yourself? Do you take public transportation?
I
Do you
drive. Yeah.
Okay. And you brought yourself here today?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Are you exposed to any secondhand smoke?
No.
Do you have any recent or long-term stressors in your life?
Not really. No, not too much.
Were you ever in the military?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your financial situation like?
We're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do in your free time?
I'm really into exercise, so
Okay.
I run a lot and work out. Yeah.
Are you part of any support systems, family, friends, religious relations?
Yeah, we're Catholic. And not really part of any support groups, but we have a very close family, so.
Okay. What are your sleeping habits like?
Usually have probably 8 hours a night.
Do you bathe yourself?
Yeah.
Do you dress yourself?
Yes.
Do you go to the bathroom yourself? Do you feed yourself?
Yeah.
Do you go grocery shop on your own?
Yes.
Do you prepare your own food?
Yes.
Do you do your own laundry and housekeeping?
Yeah.
Do you manage your own bills?
Yeah.
And what's your diet like? Do you have any food restrictions?
No, my diet's pretty healthy. I try to eat
Okay.
pretty healthy.
What do you typically eat for breakfast?
Usually eggs and wheat toast.
Okay. And what about lunch?
Usually a salad.
Okay. And dinner?
I usually do pasta with shrimp or something like that.
Okay. What do you normally drink?
I drink a lot of water during the day.
Okay.
I have 2 cups of coffee probably throughout the day,
Okay.
and sometimes I'll have a glass of wine with dinner, but it's not too occasional.
So you exercise. What kind of
Yes.
exercise do you normally do?
I usually go on runs,
Okay.
and then I'll just come back and just do some typical body, circuit training and stuff like that.
Okay. And how often do you do that?
Probably 5 days a week.
Okay. Good. Do you use a seatbelt?
Yeah.
Even when in cabs and Ubers?
Yes.
Do you wear a helmet when you're riding a bicycle?
Yeah.
Do you wear sunblock?
Yes.
Do you lock your medicine cabinet?
No, not.
Okay.
My kids aren't home, so not
Okay.
really.
How would you describe your sexual orientation?
Hetero.
And you have sexual relationships with men, women, or both?
Men.
How many sexual partners have you had in the last 6 months?
Just one.
Okay. And do you know overall?
Maybe like 4.
Okay. And you don't use any contraceptives?
No.
Okay. Are you concerned about STIs, HIV, or
No.
AIDS? No. Do you have any alternative health practices such as yoga, essential oils, medicine?
I do yoga sometimes, but
Okay.
that's about it.
Do you use any street or illicit drugs?
No.
Because violence is so common in many people's lives and there's help available, I ask every patient about domestic violence. Within the past year, have you been hit, slapped, kicked, or otherwise hurt by someone?
No.
Okay. And you feel safe at home with your
Yeah,
partner?
yeah.
How much do you currently smoke, or have you ever smoked?
No, I've never smoked.
Okay. Do you use any other types of tobacco?
No.
How much do you drink every day, if you have drink?
I probably have maybe 2 glasses of wine.
Okay.
Probably twice, 3 times a week.
Okay. In what setting do you drink? Just at home, or do you
Yeah,
go out?
just at home usually. Yeah.
Okay. And typically, what's a glass of wine? Is it
5 ounces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you use any illegal drugs such as marijuana, cocaine, methamphetamines?
No.
Do you use any drugs that are not prescribed to you?
No.
Do you smoke nicotine?
No.
I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
letting me talk to
Thank you, of course.